Hello, everybody. The fourth annual Stanford FLI Conference has officially come to an end, and I just want to take this time to say some thank yous. So first, thank you to the attendees for coming and creating community and supporting one another, even on an entirely virtual space. It was amazing to see, and I am so glad that everybody came this year. Our workshop presenters for bringing their knowledge and their expertise and allowing us to explore our own narratives and our own experiences a little bit more. Our keynote speakers, as well as our community panelists who shared such amazing, uplifting messages and also showed us that the FLI identity doesn't just stop when you graduate. So our theme this year was raising resilience and solidarity. And we chose that theme because, well, this past year has been very difficult. It's become clear that there are systems of injustice that permeate every single part of our society today, and there is so much work to be done, and I know that we have to continue forward in the fight. This conference is a reminder to ourselves, however, that we make change every day. We should take the time to recognize the change that we make just by being us. You, as a FLI student, coming to this conference, attending the workshops, meeting other attendees, you are creating change, as cliche as that sounds, but I think that this conference is actually proof of that. This conference is student-founded, it's student-led, it is student-centered. We are united, and we will continue our mission of uplifting the voices that need to be heard the most. And so, segueing from that, I would actually love to take this time to shout out my team. So this year, it was a big change moving to a virtual conference, especially during the school year. And with many of our members actually being freshmen, this was an entirely new experience. And so I just want to take this time to really applaud them and thank them for all the work that they've put in for this conference, to uplifting all of your voices, but also to make sure that their voices are recognized as a part of this work. And so I will be passing the mic to my fellow team members for them to say a few words.
I've learned from this past year that resilience and community are the key to survival. For my peers and those also in the class of 24, starting a new chapter, getting acclimated to a new environment, making friends, meeting people online isn't easy. We're constantly forced to adapt as FLI students, even before this pandemic, and especially during this pandemic. Some of us were essential workers. Some of us were essential to our households. Some of us didn't have stability at home, whether that be in our home life or in our internet connection. To find new people, new communities, but this is all through a computer screen, forced to get to know people through clicks rather than the human touch. Finding people this year during the pandemic was hard, but I hope we found a space in FLI Con.
For many of us here, this may have been our first FLI Con, and it was definitely an unexpected year for a conference. However, in my personal experience, I've made many valuable memories and learned many valuable lessons in regards to my FLI identity and my relationship with other FLI members. I've enjoyed working with my fellow FLI Con staff very much because the diversity in with each of our backgrounds come from really helped me to understand the idea presented in FLI Con's theme this year, raising resilience and standing in solidarity with the other members of the FLI community. And I learned that diversity is to be embraced. For our diverse backgrounds as FLI students serves not to be a cacophony of different sounds, but rather a symphony with loving and soothing melodies. And so I hope that this year you are able to find this melody within yourself and within others around you, and to be a light for other FLI students and to continue to do well in your studies. And I hope that you leave with this conference with a firmer understanding of your identity and your relationship with your community. Thank you so much for attending. I wish you luck in your future endeavors, and come to FLI Con again next year. Bye!
I truly believe that finding a mutual understanding of each other with our shared first-gen low-income background is what will strengthen us. I'm incredibly thankful that I had the opportunity to create this space where students with a background like mine can come together and be completely honest and share their experiences. I feel like it's one of those rare times where I can truly say that our labor went into making something truly positive, because we're going to need to unite together in order to help each other. Sure, we may face some obstacles that other students wouldn't even consider, but that's fine because we have each other's backs. And if those obstacles make us fall down a little, that's fine too. We're strong and resilient because of our individual lived experiences, but also because we can help each other back up as a community and become more resilient. In fact, we can look back at our history of advocating for first-gen low-income communities and use that as inspiration to move forward.
FLI Con was first established in 2018 by a group of FLI students at Stanford. They were dedicated in creating a sense of unity for FLI students throughout the nation. We're continuing this legacy by inspiring, uplifting, and motivating FLI students across the country to become leaders of FLI advocacy within their respective institutions. We recognize that the FLI experience is unique to each and every one of us, and by engaging in conferences like FLI Con, we can better understand the intersectionality within our own community. We sincerely hope you leave feeling in solidarity with your fellow peers.
While there's still much to be done to address the needs of FLI students across the world, we hope that the conversations you participated in during the conference made you feel encouraged, inspired, and excited to continue on your journey as a FLI student and as an advocate for FLI communities in your home institution. Most importantly, we hope that you developed a greater sense of community through the connections that you established with other attendees, panelists, and the FLI Con team.
Although this year FLI Con was held in a virtual format, I was still able to feel the strength and resilience that each one of us have. We are more than just FLI. We're determined and unstoppable. Our experience have only shaped us to be the strong individuals that we are today. We're creating a path of prosperity for future generations. I hope this conference have made you realize that you are not alone. There's a community of students just like you here for you, willing to support you. I hope to see you all next year at the FLI Con 2022.
And lastly, I want to once again drive this point home that we are super grateful to all of you, whether you attended as a participant or hosted a workshop or one of the administrators who went to the administrative side of this conference. This really could not have happened without you, and we are forever grateful, and that's something that I really want y'all to take away. Y'all put in the effort. It's not going to go unnoticed. It's very much something that future students and current students will be able to feel just through the work and hopefully the impact that it'll have. Thank you again, and this has been your FLI Con.